Hey everyone, so this is this is gonna be a vlog. So you can tell I'm at a totally different location and I am at school right now. I got out of class a little while ago and I decided to make a video. And the weather it's decent right now. I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of cloudy, but there's supposedly a chance of like thunderstorms and rain and all that yesterday, today, and tomorrow. But it hasn't rained. Like I tell you, like Texas weather is crazy, especially like South um, Texas. Like I live South Central Texas, but the weather is ridiculous. Like one day it'll be super sunny, and then out of nowhere it'll start raining like crazy. Like that's what happened one of the days last week. It was crazy, and then they'll tell you it'll rain, and then it won't rain. It's like sometimes like should we even trust the weatherman anymore? It's funny. We always make jokes about it. But yeah. Sorry. I know it's been kind of breezy, so I know when the wind blows, it makes like sorry, my voice. It makes like kind of like a staticky sound. So I'm sorry for that. And I know the sun keeps coming and going, and yeah, makes my face look weirder than it already is. But um yeah, so I started summer school last week, and I had no idea we started school last week. I was so certain we started on the 7th, June 7th. And no, that was crazy. Last weekend, not last weekend, but the previous before that, I went to Bamboozle and we had Memorial Day. Uh, I I was like, I started on the 7th. I'm going to take this week to, sleep early and get ready for school and all that. And that didn't happen. The next day, my mom had to go run some errands, so I had to watch my little cousin. And she was going to sleep. She was watching a movie, so I decided to go back to bed. And I took out my iPod. I usually do this every morning. I check, Twitter, Facebook, and MySpace. And on Facebook, I saw a classmate of mine put that she was getting ready for OChem for the class. And I was like, the first thing that actually struck me was she's going to summer school after she said, she wasn't. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then I was like, wait, she already took the class. Like, she's retaking it. And then I was like, wait, why did she post that today? We don't start school till next week. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm right. But I was like, you know what? Just let me go check. And I was wrong. I was like, oh my gosh, I started school today. It's like 8:15. Class starts in an hour. And I was like, crap. And luckily my mom called me at that moment, and I don't think I even let her finish what she was saying. And I was like, school starts today. And then she was like, what? I was like, yeah, school starts today. She's like, okay, I'm still in the area. I'll go pick you up. So she picked me up, and I was considering not going, but I was like, I don't want to miss the first day of school, of classes. So we left, and I think I got to campus right on time. It takes me about half an hour to get to school. So we left like around 8:30 or 8:40 or something. I got to school like around 9:10. Class starts at 9:15. And I got to school. It took me like 5 minutes to walk to class, and then I got to the building, and I got lost because it's a science class I'm taking, but it wasn't in the science building. It was in the business building, and it was like on the 3rd floor, and I had never been on the 3rd floor, so I got lost. So I walked in like 5 minutes late, which wasn't that bad, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is crazy. So much for resting and getting ready for school. And that day I had to stay until 4. Like Tuesdays and Thursdays I have to stay till 4, like today. And yeah, I was so unprepared. I was so bored. I had nothing with me, just my notebook and my pen and my iPod. So that kept me for 2 hours, and then it ran out. But I was so bored. I have like a 4-hour break between my classes, and I was really bored. That was bad. And then yesterday, I had a test, and we left, at 8:30. Decent, amount of time to get to school. I don't know if I just mentioned this or not, but it takes me half an hour to get to school. My university is at one side of the city, and I live on the whole other side of the city, so it takes me about half an hour to get there. 10 minutes driving, we hit traffic, and I was like, okay, it'll, let up in a little bit. No, we were stuck in traffic for an hour. I actually think when we hit traffic, it was 9:30, and we were there for an hour. I think I mentioned my class starts at 9:15, so it was 8:30, and then an hour in traffic. It was 9:30, so I was already 15 minutes late, and I had a test, and I was like, this is not happening to me. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, what the hell? And after that, everything cleared out. It was an accident, but that cleared out, and then it took me, remainder 20 minutes to get to school. So it was 9:50 when I got to campus, and then it took me 5 minutes to walk to class. And then I was standing outside of class for a little while. I was out of breath because going up all the stairs, and I was just nervous. Like, I was like, what do I do? I've never, been late to class or anything like that before, or really late on an exam day. And I was like, oh my gosh. And some guy walked out, and he walked in, and then he was just like, kind of looking at me because I was just standing outside of class. And then, I just like walked in, and I was like, can I still take the test? And she's like, yeah. So I walked in, and I took the test, and it just worked out. My class didn't finish till 10:45, so I had a good amount of time. But I was nervous because I was like, this should be an easy test. And then I walked in, and half of the class was still there. I was like, oh my gosh, this test is harder than I thought it was going to be. But the professor had made a mistake, so she was waiting to get like the reprints. So that's why everyone was waiting there. And I just thought everyone was just there, like, kind of bored looking. I was like, okay. And then everyone left, and it was me and some other guy that were left in the class, and I finished in half an hour, and the guy was still there. So I think I did pretty good on the test. It wasn't that hard. I decently studied, and yeah, but I'm just glad everything worked out, because that would have sucked. I mean, she drops a test grade, but I didn't want to drop a 0. I wanted to drop, my lowest test grade. So I'm just glad it worked out. And yeah, and I apologized to the teacher. I was like, I'm sorry I came late. I was stuck in traffic for an hour. There was an accident. She was like, no, it's fine. And it's funny because she was apologizing to the whole class because of the mistake on the test. Anyways, this was a totally random vlog. I was just rambling on and saying and everything, and yeah. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's starting to get cloudy now, so I think it might start raining in an hour or so. So I should probably, pack up and move somewhere else. But yeah, if you guys have any comments or anything, leave them below. Tell me if you started summer school, if you're taking summer classes, and what you're taking, and or what you're gonna do this summer. If you have, if you're gonna go on vacation or whatever. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.